No, I think it matters to you guys. I think y'all want to have the best matchup you could possibly have. And so I know this, the title sponsor, Aflac, loves it. I know you guys have done a tremendous job there in Atlanta in the kickoff game of making sure this is a great event. But nothing better than having, two top 10 teams teeing off against each other to kick it off. I think if you look at the history of Clemson in Georgia, you can go all the way back to the 80s and the great rivalries and the games that were so epic back at that time. And then you fast forward, whatever that is, 40 years, I guess, all the way up to now. And you still got two perennial powers facing each other in a kickoff game. They're both big time rivalries. Both schools are pretty close to each other. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely believe in that. I also believe in our fan base that supports us and financially rewards us each year with buying tickets. They want to play in these kind of games. They want to open with a great opponent and have a destination to go to. And where better to go than Atlanta, Georgia, and play a rivalry game? I think your build up, your off season program, everybody says that. There's truth to that. When you know that sign sitting in our locker room and in our weight room of how many days are to kickoff, and you're able to say, okay, not only is it 20 days, 15 days, 10 days to kickoff, it's Clemson, and then that catches people's eye. It gets a little extra adrenaline rush for each and every practice and each and every lift we have building up to that. So I certainly think that's true. I don't think so. I think that was so long ago that, had that game been in Atlanta or that game been at home, it was going to be a special game. And, a lot of times I forget that it was played there. I mean, that was a long time ago. Well, it's going to be in a feather in the cap of someone. Whoever wins the game is going to be going into that playoff committee talk with a strength of schedule, a major win because both teams are going to have good seasons after that. So I think it's critical. I can't say it's more critical because obviously with four teams, not winning this game could put you out. And now with 12 teams, I don't know that losing this game. I think it makes these games more popular. They're going to happen more often because people are going to be more willing to play, out of conference top-notch opponents with a 12-team playoff. Yeah, I don't know that we're ever going to get away from those. I think the traditional rivalries of these out of conference opponents are going to pull and tug at the hearts of fans and ADs and administrators. They want to keep those. I don't know that just because conference games may go up as conference expands and you want to have more conference games that these are going to go down. I think it's probably going to hurt the smaller schools more because there's going to be less games where you go, by an opponent. I think being familiar with it, being comfortable with it, and being used to it, I do think that's an advantage. But to gain that advantage, you got to win there. You're going to have to win there, probably three times to get all those things, and that's the gauntlet that you're preparing for. Absolutely, that's what we get put on a platform to have a purpose, and we've been blessed to be at the forefront of our universities. And I know I take a lot of pride in that, especially when it comes to children's cancer. I've seen what it does. I've seen how it impacts family, both me personally and watching others. To be part of the good that comes out of this game and the benefit that this game provides to curing childhood cancer is incredible. I mean, you should want to be part of something like that. That's what our purpose is here on Earth. College football capital of the world starts in Atlanta. I mean, that's where the Hall of Fame is. So certainly feel that way, and a lot of pride in our state, in the football in our state, and the fact that the world will be coming to Atlanta for that championship game this year. It just makes it more so that way.